My child, stop scrolling. Yes, you. I said stop right now. Stay with me. Do not rush. Do not swipe for relief that never settles. This is not an accident. You did not stumble here by chance. I called you into this moment to interrupt the noise that has been running your night. I am your father, and I am speaking now. I see the way your thumb keeps moving even when your heart is exhausted. I see the blue light on your face, the tightness in your chest, the sentences that loop and never land. I know the questions that have been asking you for sleep. Why did they do it? Why didn't they say it? What am I missing? You are not unseen, and I am not late. I am here to give you something different than what you came searching for. Hear me. Tonight I am offering you rest that does not depend on closure, not later, now. Peace is not a prize for solving the puzzle. Peace is not a trophy for those who figure out the story. Peace is my impartation, my presence laid over your mind like a warm blanket in the cold. You do not earn it by understanding. You receive it by trusting. I am not asking you to pretend it didn't hurt. I am telling you that I am greater than the explanations you think you need to sleep. When I say stop, it is not to control you, but to protect you. If you swipe away, you may keep chasing an answer that refuses to satisfy you and lose yet another night to the courtroom of your thoughts. If you stay, I will teach you how to rest even when the door behind you never clicks shut with the apology you imagined. Stillness does not mean abandonment. Waiting does not mean rejection. Silence does not mean I am absent. Right now is where I am speaking. Right now is where I am reaching you. Take a breath. Let the shoulders drop. Hand me in this very moment the demand to know. Say it out loud if you must. I do not need closure to receive your peace. This is the exchange I am opening. Your urgency for my assurance, your questions for my quiet, your spinning for my stillness. Respond to me in obedience. Do this as a small yes in your spirit, like this video as your agreement. Then type these words in the comments and come right back to me. I receive your peace. Do it now, not for popularity, but for alignment. These are not random actions. They are you choosing my voice over the vortex. Stay, keep listening. I am here to cover your night. I am here to lay peace on your mind. You can have rest without answers because I am your answer and I am with you now. Stay with me. Breathe. My child, I see you in the dim light, with your phone face up like a lighthouse that never quite guides you home. I see you tracing the outline of a wound that never got stitched, touching it with thoughts, picking at it with replays. I see you and I am not far. I am closer than your breath. I see you when betrayal rearranged the map and you were left standing where the road used to be. I see you after the ghosting, staring at a thread that just went silent, wondering what you did wrong. I see you reading the unanswered text, clocking the hours since delivered, measuring your worth by their delay. I see you at the sudden ending, where one day was normal and the next day was a wall. I see you in the family silence, where holidays sound like distance and the table feels smaller than it should. I see you in the workplace injustice, where diligence was discounted and politics decided what truth could not. I see you in conversations you can't have, in apologies you can't force, in explanations that never arrive. I see your midnight cycle, the mind racing, the body tired, the spirit on high alert. I see you rereading old messages like ancient clues, zooming into words that cannot change, hunting for a comma that proves a different outcome. I see you imagining alternate endings, scripting conversations where they finally get it, bargaining with yourself for one more explanation, one more chance to be understood. I see how you rehearse your defense in an invisible courtroom, witnesses lined up in your head, evidence stacked to prove that your pain is real. I see the replay that starts without your permission and the alarm in your chest that will not stand down. Listen to me. I am not asking you to pretend it didn't hurt. It did. It cut. It bled. Wanting closure is human. Your mind longs for order, for sequence, for a story that locks at the end so you can feel safe. I made you with a need for safety, but hear my love in this correction. Stillness does not mean abandonment. Silence does not mean I am absent. Waiting does not mean rejection. The quiet you fear is not your enemy. It is the place where the storm in you can finally hear my voice. What I am touching tonight is not your desire for answers, but the throne you built for them. The issue isn't that you want to understand. The issue is that understanding became the condition for your peace. You chained your rest to someone else's confession, to their timing, to a version of the story that would make sense to you. My child, that is a cage, and I did not create you for cages. Hand me the key. Let me unhook your night from their explanation. I know what you're carrying, and I am here to hold you while the story remains unfinished. If you will let me, I will teach you a different safety, peace that stands when answers fall silent, rest that arrives before the ending does. Stay with me. This is where the untying begins. My child, stay with me. I am moving from comfort to correction because love does both. Hear me clearly. When closure becomes your God, peace becomes your prisoner. This is the trap. Closure addiction is when you make relief dependent on another person's confession, apology, or explanation. When you ask their words to do what only my presence can do. You bow to their verdict and your rest rises and falls with their honesty, their maturity, their timing, their willingness. That is not freedom. That is bondage dressed like logic. I am not condemning you. I am protecting you from a cycle that steals your nights. This is not punishment. It is rescue. You made a quiet bargain without noticing. If I can just understand, then I can let go. If they would just tell me why, then I could sleep. But listen to wisdom. People rarely explain honestly or fully, not because you are unworthy of truth, but because many do not know it in themselves. Motives are messy. Memory shifts. Pride rewrites the scene. Pain edits the story. Even if they speak, the words arrive with holes, and your mind fills the gaps with more questions. The bargain keeps resetting. The finish line keeps moving, and your soul keeps running without rest. Look at the cost of this altar you've built to understanding. Nights drained of sleep. Mornings heavy with fog. Emotional looping that tightens around your chest. Self-blame disguised as responsibility. Mistrust that stains even the kind faces who never harmed you. Spiritual numbness where you stop expecting me to comfort you because you are waiting for them to correct you. And while the courtroom of your thoughts calls more witnesses, my gentle voice gets drowned out by cross-examination. You think you are being thorough. In truth, you are being tortured. Stop. Let me pull your peace out of their hands. If your peace needs their explanation, your peace is in their hands, so I am calling it back to me. I am your father. I hold your story. I hold your future. I hold the meaning you are starving for. I do not withhold rest as ransom. I give peace as inheritance. What I am asking you to surrender is not intelligence, but the demand to know in order to be okay. Release that demand and watch your breath return. This surrender is not passivity. It is positioning. It is you stepping off the witness stand and taking your seat at my table. It is you saying, I do not need their sentence to settle my soul. It is choosing my verdict over their version. It is trusting that I can keep you safe, even when the narrative is missing pieces. When you make this exchange, you will notice the slow decrescendo inside. Thoughts that used to spike now soften. Questions that used to shout now quiet. The ache that used to command now yields. Do not tell yourself, I will surrender once I hear them out. That is the trap rebuilding itself. Choose surrender before, during, and even after whatever they say or do. Peace first, then perspective. Presence first, then processing. My order protects you. Obedience keeps you covered. Listening keeps you protected. Stillness is your shield, not your sentence. Right now, agree with me. Put your hand over your heart and whisper, I release the need to know to be okay. Breathe. Feel the chain loosen. This is correction wrapped in love. I am calling your peace back home, and I will guard it as you place it in my hands. My child, listen to me. What you have been calling, I just need to know, is your heart crying, please tell me I am safe. You are chasing their why because you want to know you are not a fool for loving, not a target for harm, not alone in the dark with the door unlocked. You want to know you are still lovable, still chosen, still protected, still able to trust yourself without fear of being blindsided again. I honor the ache for safety. I designed you with a need to be covered, but hear the truth that frees you. Safety is not found in their story about you. Safety is found in my presence with you. You are not stupid for trusting. You are not weak for grieving. You are not discarded. You are mine. You are not unworthy because someone mishandled your worth. You are not foolish because your heart stayed open longer than their courage did. I see the tenderness you offered, the honesty you gave, the hope you sustained, and I do not shame you for it. I call it evidence that you carry my image, the capacity to love, to believe, to try. Your grief is not a failure. It is proof that you are alive. Your tears are not incompetence. They are language I understand. I am your father, and I will not label your kindness as naivety or your disappointment as disqualification. Here is the spiritual root. The human heart reaches for certainty because it mistakes certainty for safety. Facts feel like fences, explanations feel like locks on the door. But certainty without me is a paper wall in a storm. Security is what I give, something deeper than certainty, stronger than human honesty, steadier than timelines and text threads. Clarity is not your savior. Control is not your comfort. Answers are not your refuge. I am your shelter when the wind still howls. I am your light when the hallway stays dim. I am the one who stands at the door and keeps watch when your eyes close. To a child, safety is not knowing every creak in the house. Safety is knowing the Father is awake and near. So hear my invitation into tonight. To rest, you do not need their truth. You need my presence and your consent to be held. Give me your permission. Say it out loud if you must. Father, I choose your safety over my certainty. Hold me where I do not understand. Put the phone face down. Put your hand over your heart. Breathe slow. With every exhale, release the demand to replay. With every inhale, receive the assurance that you are covered. Stillness is not abandonment. It is how safety speaks to you. Let the quiet be the room where I lay a warm blanket of peace over your mind. I am not asking you to erase the questions. I am asking you to relocate your trust. I am the steady ground under the unfinished bridge. I am the guard over the threshold of your thoughts. I set my peace like a boundary line inside you, and I whisper to the storm, be still. My child, you can lie down without the last page because I am the author who remains in the room. Consent to be held, and I will keep you. Consent to be held, and I will quiet the alarms. Consent to be held, and you will find what you were really searching for, safety that does not wait for their words, because it rests in mine. Stay with me. My child, lay the briefcase down. You have been running a courtroom in your mind. Exhibits spread out on the table, timelines taped to the walls, cross-examining your own heart until it shakes. You keep calling witnesses that never arrive. You rehearse closing arguments that never close. You wait for a verdict that justifies your hurt so you can finally rest. Hear me. You do not have to prove your pain to receive my peace. I am the judge. I saw what you didn't see. I heard what they didn't say. I know motives beneath words and silences behind smiles. I was present in rooms you never entered and moments you could not measure. Nothing escaped my notice. You want a ruling that declares you were not crazy, not too much, not to blame. I already rendered it. You are seen. You are valued. You are covered. My verdict does not require their testimony. My peace is not waiting for their honesty. Not every door will explain why it closed, but every closed door can still lead you to my covering. Not every story will circle back with clarity, but every unfinished chapter can end tonight, with safety in my presence. Not every wound will get an apology, but every wound can meet my healing. Stop pacing the aisle between questions. Sit with me. Let me hold the gavel. Listen to wisdom. Closure is a human transaction. Peace is a divine impartation. Closure is negotiated. Peace is received. Closure depends on information. Peace depends on surrender. You do not buy it with perfect explanations. You do not bargain for it with more mental labor. You lay down the lawsuit, and I lay peace upon your mind. This is the holy exchange I am offering you again. Your demand for their answer for my assurance in your night. And here, this gentle protection. You can stop interrogating yourself. The Holy Spirit will not lead you by accusation, but by peace. Accusation multiplies questions and starves you of rest. Peace corrects without cruelty and guides without panic. If the voice inside you sounds like a prosecutor cornering a witness, it is not my voice. My correction is firm but tender. My guidance is steady, not frantic. I speak to return you to safety, not to trap you in scrutiny. So here is what you will do now. Put the phone face down. Put your hand over your heart. Breathe. Whisper, Father, I release the courtroom in my mind. I step down from the stand. You hold the gavel. Say it again until the words feel like a door closing on the noise. If you must mark this moment, write it in the open so your mind cannot take it back. Type, case dismissed. I choose your peace. And return to me. This is not performance. This is positioning. When you position yourself to listen, I position you to receive. I am rendering my verdict over your night. You are safe with me. You are not required to relive the scene to deserve rest. I absolve you from the endless defense. I cover what you cannot resolve. Come out of the courtroom and into my stillness. Let me hold the gavel and I will guard your sleep. My child, stay with me. This is the moment of the holy exchange. You have been carrying questions like stones in your chest, thinking the weight proves you are responsible. I am inviting you to set them in my hands. Here is how you do it, now, not later. Put the phone face down, unclench your jaw, loosen your shoulders, release the breath you've been holding since the last unanswered message. Stop composing responses in your head. Stop revisiting the last conversation as if a new angle will finally let you rest. Stillness is not abandonment. It is the place where I meet you. Place each thought on the altar of my care. Give me the why. Give me the screenshots. Give me the memories. Give me the what-ifs. Give me the drafted paragraphs you will never send. Give me the playlist that keeps you in the scene. Give me the calendar reminders you set to check again. Give me the second guessing of your kindness. Give me the fear that you missed a sign. I will carry what you cannot solve. I will keep watch while you sleep. I will not waste your tears. Do you feel the clench in your chest? Breathe again. Open your hands where you are. Whisper, Father, I exchange my need to know for your nearness. This is not theory, this is transfer. You hand me the demand for an ending. and I place my peace on your mind while the page is still blank. You give me the compulsion to rehearse, and I give you a quiet that does not argue with you. You surrender the role of detective, and I assign myself as guard over your night. Listen to my assurance. I am not asking you to deny reality. I am asking you to let me hold it. I am not minimizing the ache. I am maximizing your safety. I will not let this confusion define you. I will not allow the unanswered to undo you. I will keep watch when your eyes close. I will sort what needs sorting in the daylight. I will redeem what can be redeemed and release what must be released. I will turn even this ache into wisdom that does not harden you but strengthens you. My peace will stand like a gate at the edge of your thoughts, and nothing has permission to storm your rest without passing me. Agree with me in action, as a small yes in your spirit. Type these words where you are. I release the need to know. Do it now. Then share this with one person I bring to your mind who cannot sleep because of unanswered questions. This is not performance. This is obedience that positions you under my covering and extends it to another. Now, lay back. Let your breathing slow to the rhythm of my faithfulness. Your questions are with me. Your night is with me. You are with me. Take my peace. Keep it. I am here. My child, stay with me. Do not fear the sound of your own breathing. Do not rush to fill the room. Hear me. Silence is not proof you were ignored. Silence is the space where I heal you. When the noise drops, your nervous system can finally unclench. Your heartbeat can come down from the ledge, and your spirit can feel my hand on your back. I designed your body to respond to my peace. I made your mind to be calmed by my nearness. The quiet you fear is the very place I can finally restore you. You have been living at a volume your soul cannot sustain, doom-scrolling until your eyes burn, stalking pages for clues, replaying voice notes like they contain a map to safety. Each swipe and replay may feel like control, but listen to wisdom. Distraction is a thief. It steals sensitivity. It dulls your ears to my whisper. When your mind is constantly filled, my gentle voice gets crowded to the edge. The world has trained you to react. I am training you to receive, and reception requires room. Stillness is not abandonment. Waiting is not punishment. Quiet is not emptiness. In stillness, I treat the inflammation of your fear. In waiting, I stretch your trust without snapping it. In quiet, I rebuild your sensitivity so you can feel a nudge and not need a shove. I am not withholding affection in the hush. I am applying it. A surgeon does not heal in a stampede. A gardener does not grow in a hurricane. I do my deepest work in carefully protected calm. So we will practice now. 30 seconds. Right here. Put the phone face down. Unclench your jaw. Let your shoulders drop. Breathe in slowly and say in your heart, I am here. Exhale and say, you are here. Breathe in again. I am safe with you. Exhale. Let the weight slide off your ribs. Again, I am here. You are here. I am safe with you. Let the rhythm reset you. Let the oxygen join my peace and tell your body the truth your mind resisted. You are covered. Do not confuse absence of chatter with absence of care. My quiet is a canvas for direction. When you stop chasing closure, you start hearing instruction. Noise shouts, run back and check again. Peace whispers, this is your next step. You want me to draw the full map? I give you a lantern for the next few feet. That is not neglect. That is protection, keeping you from being overwhelmed, keeping you responsive, keeping you close enough to feel my hand steer you. Return here often. Close the tabs. Turn down the volume. Walk away from the page that scratches the wound raw. Meet me in the hush. As you do, you will notice fewer spikes, longer exhales, the soft click of direction in your spirit, and you will know this for yourself. The quiet is not empty. It is occupied by me. In this space, I am healing you. My child, hear me now. If they never explain, I will still complete what I began in you. I am not dependent on their honesty to finish my work. I do not need their apology to heal you, elevate you, or restore your joy. I am the author and the finisher. I do not abandon my drafts. I do not leave my children half-built, half-healed, half-hopeful. I carry to completion what I start, and I have already started something in you that is stronger than their silence. What was hidden from you was not hidden from me. What was unfair to you was not unknown to me. I saw the parts you could not see. I traced the motives beneath the words. I listened to the conversations that never reached your ears. Nothing slipped past my care. Do not waste yourself trying to collect what I already hold. Justice is not sleeping. Mercy is not blind. I will shepherd you through this valley without requiring them to become what they are not yet ready to be. Listen to wisdom. Closure may come, but it is not your foundation. Do not anchor your peace to a moving person. Anchor your peace to my unchanging character. Their character can waver, mine will not. Their account may be revised, my word stands. Their explanation may soothe you for a moment, my presence will settle you for the night and the next day and the next season. If closure arrives, treat it as confirmation, not construction. Your house is built on me, not on their version. I am already redeeming what feels unresolved. I am turning this ache into discernment. Sharper eyes, softer heart, steadier steps. I am turning this confusion into wisdom, pattern recognition that keeps you from repeating what hurt you. I am turning this ending into cleaner beginnings, boundaries that bless you, values clarified, peace prioritized. Your no will get honest. Your yes will get safe. Your time will stop bleeding into places that starve you. The lesson you thought required their explanation will be taught by my spirit without their participation. Do not mistake tonight's peace for denial. It is preparation. I am calming your nervous system so your vision can clear. I am quieting the courtroom so you can hear direction. I am restoring your joy so you can carry light into rooms that used to dim you. Forward movement is not postponed by their silence. I can open doors without their permission. I can seat you at tables they never imagined for you. I can weave goodness through the very threads they left dangling. So breathe, my child. I am not behind. I am not waiting on them to act so I can bless you. I am moving you while the thread stays silent, maturing you while the page seems blank, completing you while the ending remains unwritten to your eyes. Agree with me. Peace first, then perspective. Presence first, then processing. And as I finish this work in you, I will teach you a new boundary, how not to reopen what I have begun to heal. Stay with me. The future is safe because I am already there, and I am with you now. My child, listen to me. Here is the new boundary I am giving you so the healing I began does not get torn open again. You do not reopen wounds just to feel in control. I see the small ways you reach back, checking their socials just to see, zooming in on photos for signs, rereading the thread for what you might have missed, asking mutual friends to fill in the blanks, composing speeches in the shower for the day they reappear, timing your posts to be noticed, measuring your worth by whether their circle watches your story. Hear my love in this correction. I am not restricting you. I am protecting you from bleeding again in the same place. Every peek reactivates the bruise. Every reread redials the panic. Every one more look convinces your nervous system that the danger is back. Peace is protected by boundaries, not by better angles on the same scene. So receive my protective redirection. No more midnight reconnaissance. No more accidental taps on their page. No more keeping the thread pinned like a shrine. No more asking for updates that cost you your calm. Unfollow if you must. Mute if you must. Archive the thread if you must. Turn off the notifications that yank your heart by the collar. If your thumb keeps finding that search bar, move the app, remove the shortcut, break the loop. This is not control through avoidance. This is wisdom through boundary. If a room slaps your wound when you enter, do not keep walking through the door to prove you are brave. Bravery is not bleeding on purpose. Bravery is guarding the place that is healing. I will not leave you empty-handed. Replace the ritual that reopens with a ritual that restores. Pray instead of peeking. Father, hold what I cannot see. Journal instead of texting. Write the truth beneath the trigger. What I feel, what is real, what you say. Worship instead of stalking. Put on the song that reminds your spirit who keeps watch at the door. Sleep instead of spiraling. Put the phone face down across the room. Breathe slow and let your body receive what your mind resists. Safety. When the urge flares, do this triad. 3 deep breaths, a whispered I belong to you. 10 minutes of honesty on paper. Repeat as often as the ache tries to renegotiate. Obedience keeps you covered. Listening keeps you protected. Remember who you are. You are not desperate. You are disciplined. You are not abandoned. You are being led. You are not at the mercy of a feed. You are anchored to a father. Your no is holy. It guards your healing. Your boundary is not a wall against love. It is a gate with me as the guard. Stillness does not mean abandonment. Waiting does not mean rejection. Silence does not mean I am absent. Boundaries are how love keeps you safe while you mend. Tonight is the decision point. Choose rest over rehearsal. Say it out loud where you are. I choose rest over rehearsal. I refuse to reopen what you are healing. Put the phone face down. Set do not disturb. Step away from the door that keeps you bleeding. Come to me in the quiet. Lay your head down and let my hand rest upon your back. I will keep watch. I will hold what you cannot resolve. Protect this peace with the boundary I'm giving you, and I will expand it. Right now is where I am speaking. Right now is where you respond. Stay with me. Be still. Sleep. I am here. My child, be still with me. Tonight I will pray over you and you will agree with me. Put the phone face down. Put your hand over your heart. Breathe with me. I am here. Now take the person, the conversation, the scene that keeps replaying and place it in my hands. Whisper their name to me. Place the text thread, the last look, the question that keeps waking you. Put it here, in my palms. Release the demand for a final conversation. You do not need one more talk to be allowed to rest. Say it with me. Father, I release the need for a last word. I entrust them, and I entrust myself to you. Listen to me, and let my certainty settle you. I am with you. I am for you. I will keep you. I will give you sleep. I stand at your door. I keep watch over your night. I quiet the alarms that have been ringing in your nervous system. I say to your mind, be still. I say to your body, remember calm. I say to your heart, lie down before your life makes sense, because I am sense enough for tonight. I touch your inner life now. I cleanse your imagination, where images have looped like sirens, screenshots, rooms, faces. I wash them with my light until their sharp edges soften and their power fades. I quiet intrusive thoughts that intrude like uninvited guests. I escort them to the door and post my peace as a guard. I soften bitterness that formed as a shield. I replace it with wise mercy and holy boundaries. I restore trust, not reckless trust in anyone, but steady trust in me and a healed trust in your own discernment. I repair your self-worth. Where shame tried to carve its name into you, I write mine deeper. Chosen, wanted, clean, beloved. Your value is not on trial. Your heart is not a mistake. Let my peace stand guard at your mind. Let my peace sit heavy and kind upon your chest. Let my peace be the warm blanket across the places that shiver. Let your body remember what calm feels like. Jaw unclenched, shoulders lowered, breath slow and even. Feel the river of my presence moving quietly through you, clearing silt, restoring flow. Feel the gentle weight of my hand between your shoulder blades, steadying you as you exhale the day. Agree with me again. Say, Father, I place the unfinished in your hands. I choose rest over rehearsal. I choose your presence over answers. I cover your room. I mute the magnets that pull you back to checking. I dim the neon of curiosity that costs you peace. I settle you into safety that does not wait for updates. I am with you. I am for you. I will keep you. I will give you sleep. And when morning comes, you will wake without the compulsion to search for news. You will check in with me before you check any screen. You will drink water, open the blinds, breathe, and bless the day I have given you. You will keep the boundary we built tonight. You will take the next small right step without asking the past for permission. You will not reopen what I am sealing. You will move forward because I am already ahead, making a way. Now lie down, let go. I am holding what you cannot resolve. I am keeping what you release. Rest, my child. Sleep, I am here. My child, stay with me a moment longer. Do not delay. Later is where peace gets postponed and hearts keep spiraling. Right now is where I am speaking, and right now is where you respond. When I ask you to act, it is not to control you, but to protect what I just placed in you. Obedience keeps you covered. Listening keeps you protected. Turn this peace into alignment that lasts. Here is how you will respond. Like this now as your agreement, a small yes in your spirit that says, I receive your peace and I will guard it. Do not overthink it. Do not say you will do it later. Later becomes loops. Now becomes roots. Subscribe to stay under these nightly words so I can reach for you again when the world tries to pull you back into noise. Turn on the notifications as a practical gate, a reminder to return to stillness when distraction hunts you. These are not random actions. They are responses to my call. Comment as testimony and as a stake in the ground. Write what lifted, one sentence, one phrase, or simply, case dismissed. I choose your peace. Your words will steady someone else's hands and remind your own heart what I did for you tonight. Testimony seals what I start. Honesty multiplies comfort. Share this with 3 people I place on your heart right now, by name, not by guess. Do not debate it. Do not delay. Send it as a lifeline, not as noise. You do not know which of my children is sitting in the dark, refreshing a thread that won't refresh their soul. Help me carry this light further. Your share is ministry. Your obedience is rescue. And for those I am prompting to go further, sow into this mission so it can reach more who cannot sleep. Use super thanks, join the membership, or give through PayPal as a seed. This is not a purchase, it is participation. As my word declares, what you sow in obedience, I cause to grow. I will take what you release and multiply it into nights turned quiet, hearts unhooked from panic, rooms filled with peace that does not wait for closure. Do not tell yourself you will come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is where many blessings get delayed. Now is your yes. Hear my calm authority as we close. You do not need closure to rest. You need consent to be held by me. Give me that consent again. Say, Father, I agree with your peace and I will guard it. I cover your night. I bless your boundary. I keep watch at your door. Sleep now. Breathe. I am here, and I will give you peace anyway, tonight.